So food insecurity, I wrote a standard definition down. Food insecurity is the condition of not having access to sufficient food or food of an adequate quality to meet one's basic needs. I feel like this is going to get much, much gooder. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Food insecurity is the condition of not having access to sufficient food or food of adequate quality to meet one's basic needs. Now, I want you to think about the fact that when you go into most urban areas, and urban areas just so happen usually to be populated by people of color, which would be black and brown people, blacks and Latinos, right? When you go into urban areas, most of these areas are heavily populated by black people and Hispanic people. But you'll also notice in most of these urban areas that they are usually what is referred to as food deserts. Food deserts. Put that in the comments for me. Food deserts. So you say, Dr. Hall, what is a food desert? I'm glad you asked. A food desert is essentially an area where there is a lack of access to quality food, grocery stores, and healthy eating options. Okay, I'll say it again for the people in the back that didn't hear it the first time. A food desert is an area that has a lack of access to healthy food options and grocery stores. So ever notice how when you go to, urban areas, the hood in specific, that you might find one grocery store in the whole area, and usually that's some knockoff grocery store, and you go and they selling old meat. They have very few selections. They may not have a section for vegans. They may not have a whole lot of fresh fruits. And sometimes you may not even have a grocery store. You may have a whole bunch of corner stores, right? You may have a whole bunch of corner stores. I also want you, there we go. Pretty Brown Eyes said it. Ain't no Whole Foods in the hood. Ain't no Whole Foods in the hood, okay? No Fresh Market, no Trader Joe's, right? You might have you might have a Kroger's or a Publix. That's really Publix, right? But my mama calls it Publix, okay? So you might have a Publix or a Kroger's, one, right? In an area that is heavily populated by black and Latino people. So then when you take into account, right? And I'm going to throw another curveball at you. Can I throw another curveball? Is it all right if I throw a curveball at y'all? I'm going to take it as yes. When you throw into that equation, right, the fact that not only is there a lack of access to healthy food options, but there is also the rising costs